This is Brandon again, and today I'm going to be showing you how I collect, sort, and store ephemera that I'm getting ready to scrapbook at some point. Remember that ephemera is the stuff that you collect at an experience, so it could be ticket stubs, brochures. I mean, sometimes we even pick up dirt and leaves and different things like that. So just want to show you what I do in order to sort those things. So usually when we're going on a long experience like a vacation or something, I will bring a whole bunch of envelopes just like this. Usually 3 per day, just in case a lot of things are happening that day. We collect things all day long. When we get back to our hotel or wherever we're staying, I will write the date and what we have done and any other notes on the envelope. That way I can be remembering what it is that we did on that experience. So you can actually see here, I've used this one before, the 29th of June 2017, and I was in Schaffhausen in Switzerland. And so I made a few notes. There's a round fortress in Switzerland. I ate focaccia, and we had dinner at Oma's Kitchen in Switzerland. And so all the different events and things from that event ended up in this envelope. You can see I've now been using it for moving into the house, but I have a big collection of these things. So we'll put this off to the side. The other thing that I do is when I have the pictures printed, I normally try and sort them into a box like this. So, whoops, I've got a little bit backwards. And so all of my pictures are together from a long trip. Now, I will say some vacations that we go on, I'll have 600 or 700 pictures, and so it's nice to be able to sort them all into that. Then what I do from there is I actually use these plastic folders. They're 12 by 12 or a little bigger, and the reason I do this is sometimes I want to start putting in my 12 by 12 cardstock. So I might find something like, oh, this will work with this project, and it will fit in there as well. So what I do then, take the envelope. It doesn't usually fit into these, but I'll take the things out of the envelope, put them in here along with all of the pictures and any papers or other embellishments that I'm going to use. So I'm going to put those off to the side, and again just show you this is actually from the next project I'm going to be working on. And I've got my photos up top. This was from a trip to the Ford Museum up in Detroit, Michigan. And so I've got the pictures, and I'm actually using this paper as dividers at this point, but this was paper from making paper airplanes at the test flight section of that museum. So you can see I've got different sets of pictures here. I've already started planning the pages. And then here is the ephemera that I collected. So wristbands, I've got menus from the restaurants. We took some instant pictures. So kind of a fun thing there. What else do I have in here? I think that's the end of that. So they're all collected into these plastic envelopes. That way I can see through them. I know what I'm looking at next. And when I get ready to scrap, then they're taken out of there. Let me see if I can show you another one. Here's another one from the same place. And you can see I've got tickets from the event, a postcard. I actually just mailed it to myself so I would have the postmark on it. Has the date, which again, great piece of ephemera because it reminds you when you were there. The order form from the restaurant and just some brochures. Again, I collect the envelopes, the bag from the gift store because I can use that potentially in here. So you can see all the different forms of ephemera that I'm holding on to. Ephemera. All right. Then what I'm doing next is taking those things out of those pages, and this is where I get to the creative process. So here you're actually seeing a spread that I have completed from the Ford Museum. Use my Cricut machine to cut out this logo, but you see I've got the tickets from that event, some photographs. Here again, this is another little postcard, and I have put my pictures, my ephemera, and along with my embellishments together to create these pages. Now, I want to show you what I do with these next, because I don't put them in a scrapbook right away. I want to see how many sets I come up with so I can pick the right kind of scrapbook. So I have this box, again, a little bit bigger than 12 by 12, and this is where I am storing past projects. I'm just going to flip this over so you can see these. Again, this is all part of, I think it's Greenfield Village sets that I have made, and when I am done with a set, I put it upside down in the box. Okay, so you can see again, here's the Ford factory. I'm putting them upside down in the box, and I'm going to stick these upside down in the box as well. Now the reason I do this is that when it comes time to put the album together and I know I've got the full set, I can literally just take the box upside down like that and flip them like that, and now the pages are in the right order in order to be putting them into the scrapbook. And I'll just show you one of the scrapbooks that I have as a final project. This is an album I made for my son's senior pictures. It's all done in denim, and then you can see how the final product turns out. Again, not a lot of ephemera in this one, but once I have done all the pages and I know what kind of scrapbook it's going to work in, then I put it together. So for example, this one, we knew we were going to do denim. I was actually able to find this beautiful denim covered album to fit the theme. So that's kind of the process of how I do it. One of the things I do commit to is if I don't use some ephemera on a project, I throw it in the trash can, because I do not have the space to have all that extra ephemera. And so sometimes I'm throwing some pretty cool stuff away, but if it doesn't fit on the spreads, then I'm not going to use it. So I hope that that's helpful to you as you collect ephemera and try and have a way of keeping it organized so that it's easy to scrapbook later and remember what it is that you have. Everybody, have a great day. Take care.